Hello and welcome to another session in mathematics. In this session we'll be looking at trigonometry and our focus will be on angle of elevation. But before that, let us take a review of our previous lesson. Welcome back. Like I said, we'll focus on angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Okay, let us start. In trigonometry, we have angle of elevation and then angle of depression. Angle of elevation and angle of what? Depression. And we use the both of them to determine the height and distances of objects. Heights and distances of objects. Okay, but today our major focus will be on angle of elevation. Then in our next class we'll go over to angle of what? Depression. Now when we talk of angle of elevation, we talk of an object or a man trying to view something above it or above him. Okay, we are looking at a man. Let's say this is a man trying to look at a 3-story building, especially the last floor of the 3-story building. Now what he have to do is to do what? To lift up his eyes and then view whatever he is trying to view here. Okay, now when he lift up his eyes, an angle is formed between his eye level and then the height which the 3-story building is. Okay, now this is the length from where he was gazing at to the 3-story building, and looking at this, an angle is formed here. Let's call it theta. So angle of elevation helps us determine the value of this theta. This theta is what we call the angle of elevation. Angle of elevation, from the word elevate, like to lift up your eyes to behold something above you. That's elevation. Okay, angle that is formed when a man looks up to the hill to view something. That's what the angle of elevation. So let's quickly take some examples to explain this better. Example number 1: a man 1.5 meters tall is 18 cm away from a tree which is 6.3 meters high. What is the angle of elevation on the top of the tree from his eyes? Let me take it again. A man 1.5 meters tall is 18 cm away from a tree 6.3 meters high. What is the angle of elevation on the top of the tree from his eyes? Fine. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to represent the information in a diagram. So let us start. We have the point where the man stood. This is the point where the man was standing, and this is his height, and we are told that his height is what? 1.5 meters. And then this man lifts up his eyes. Is that right? And then to see a tree that is what? 6.3 meters high. So from here down to this point is 6 point. It's an angle. From here down to this place is 6.3 meters. Okay, let's call here T, and then we have a line here where we are told that he is what? 18 centimeters away from what? The tree. So from here to here is what? 18 centimeter. Let's call it A, B. This is 18 centimeter. Okay, then let us join this and then title it C, D. Okay, and remember these two sides are equal, and AB and CD are also what? Equal. Now this is the angle that is formed, and we are to find this angle. Let's call it theta. Okay, now we are told that the tree is what, 6.3 centimeters high, but already here is what, 1.5. So we need to find the value of TB. Okay, so TB will then be equal to 6.3 minus 1.5. That is the total length here, minus 1.5, which is the length of BD, and that will give us what, 6.3 minus 1.5. What do we have? We have 4.8 cm. So this is 4.8 cm. Add the both of them, you still get the total number. Okay, so now we are given line T to be equal to the top of the tree. We have here, this is the top of the tree, T. Okay, and then line AB from the diagram is the distance between the man and the tree. Here we have line TD. Okay, let's write it here. TD is the height of the tree. It's the height of the tree. Okay, and then we have line AC and line BD. Line AC is equal to line BD, and that is the height of the man. Height of the man, because he stood from here to here and then lifted up his eyes. Okay, height of the man. And then we'll have any other thing. Okay, no. So since we've gotten this value, we then draw this triangle again to get the exact values, and then know which are of sine, cosine, and tangent, to which of them to use. The first thing we need to do here at this point is to draw this triangle in order for us to be able to determine how we can move further. Okay, so let's just draw it. We'll have something like this. Okay, and this is 18 cm, this is theta, this is 4.8. okay, and this is A, B, and T. Okay, this is our angle 90. Is that correct? So the line facing angle 90 is what? The hypotenuse. The line facing the given angle is the opposite, and the line facing the last angle is what? Facing the last line is what? The adjacent. Now in this problem, the adjacent is given, the hypotenuse. In this problem, the adjacent is given and the opposite is given. And when do we use opposite and adjacent? Opposite and adjacent is equal to what? Tan theta. Is that correct? When we use SOHCAHTOA. Tan theta then is then equal to, what is our opposite? 4.8 all over our adjacent, which is 18. Tan theta is equal to 4.8 divided by 18 will give us 0.2667. Then theta is equal to tan inverse of 0.2667. Theta will give us 14.93 degrees. Okay, and that's just the answer. As simple as that. Oh, you're laughing now. Okay, let's take one more example. A ladder leans against the vertical wall at angle 60 degrees to the wall. If the foot of the ladder is 8 meters away from the wall, calculate the length of the ladder. Calculate the length of the ladder. Like I said, the first thing we need to do is to draw the to illustrate this in a diagram. Now, we said a ladder leans against a vertical wall. Okay, now we have a line and we have a wall, right? And we have a ladder leaning on the wall. This is how a ladder looks like. So this is a ladder. Is that correct? And then we are told that the angle that is formed while this ladder was placed is how many? Is 60 degrees from the question. And then remember, this is our angle 90 because we are dealing with what? A right angle triangle. So let's title this triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. And we are told that the foot of the ladder is 8 meters away from the wall. This is the wall, right? This is the foot of the ladder, and this is the distance between the ladder and what? The wall. So we have here to be 8 meters. So line AC is the distance between ladder and what? Wall. Then line BC is the wall. Okay, line AB is the ladder. Do we understand now? So at this point, we've seen that the length from the ladder to the wall is given as what? 8 meters. And the question said we should calculate what? The length of the ladder. The length of the ladder is a what? Line AD. Line AD. Okay, and this line is the line facing what? The angle 90. So that means that this line is what? Hypotenuse. And the line facing the given angle is the opposite. The line here is what? Adjacent. But remember, we are asked to calculate what? The length of the ladder. That's from A to B. That is hypotenuse. And one of the sides are given, which is what? 8 meters. And this side that is given is the adjacent. So we are looking at adjacent and hypotenuse. And in SOHCAHTOA, adjacent over hypotenuse is K, which is what? Cosine. So cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Is that correct? Therefore, cos, the angle that is given is 60 degrees, is equal to adjacent. What's our adjacent? 8 all over hypotenuse, which is not given. So let's call it line AB. Do we understand now? Okay, let us proceed. So if we cross multiply, then AB cos 60 degrees is equal to 8. Is that correct? Now, making AB the subject of formula, we have that AB is equal to 8 over cos 60 degrees. I want to go over to the next side. Okay, line AB will then be equal to 8 over, what's the value of sin 60? Sin 60 is 1 over 2. Sin 60 is 1 over 2. Therefore, line AB is equal to 8 times 2 over 1. And that will give us what? 16. So line AB is equal to what? 16 cm. As simple as that. So that's how angle of elevation works. We'll stop here today. Thank you for being part of today's class. I hope you really enjoyed it. So before we go, kindly provide the answer to the following questions on the screen. Welcome back. So far we've been able to deal with angle of elevation. In our next class, we'll go over to angle of depression. So do well to use the lesson note on the platform for better information on what we've just done. And feel free to leave a question or your comment on the comment section. Till we meet again in our next class, stay safe and bye.